I'm Cheryl Algie from Kerrang in Northern Victoria, and in the South Pacific our celebration has been extended for a couple of weeks. So we've got, one of the items we've got is this Marbellous paper. Just thinking, did I get the wrong one out? No, I don't think I did. We're going to go with it anyway. So I've seen a couple of people do the Northern Lights with it, and I thought, oh, I might have a go. So I have done it and come up with my own design. That's just a quick look at the paper, which is beautiful. And some of the things I'm going to be using is the hat builder bundle and the Mountaineer set. I'd forgotten about this set, and oh my goodness, it is just gorgeous. I just love how the mountains stamp and the trees stamp. It's just beautiful. You will see. And there's a couple of things that I learned by looking at samples that other people had done. I'm just thinking that's not quite on my work surface, is it? Let's put it, let's see if that's better. Just take a minute or two to catch up. Just get my paper out while it's finding its spot. I think that might be better. Yeah, I think that's better. Just going to try and copy off my other one. When I did the two cards that I've pre-done, I had the whole piece that I sponged together. So I'm just going to have to try and figure out what I did, where I put the colours. It's probably easier to see because I've got my design on it. So I'll just start with I don't want the pink brush in the purple. I'm going to start with polished pink, because that's where I've got it on this one. I'm just sort of copying. It's not having the full sheet. So just starting off the edge a bit. Doesn't really matter, just trying to put it where you're going to be able to see it, because of course I can tell on my finished sample where the colours are. That's just an easier way, and this is Highland Heather. An easier way, not that the Northern Lights is difficult, but this is just a bit easier. I might just put a bit of purple coming in here. It's probably not what I did on the other one. But as I said, it's fairly forgiving, so it doesn't matter. And we're going to use Granny Apple for these bits here. Sure, I might go a bit darker there. Nice and green. Just gonna pack these up because I'll do the other ones separately. I was going to do them both together, but I'll do the other one separately when we get to that. Otherwise I might get too confused. No, we can't have that, can we? Me getting confused. Now I wanted, did I use, I don't know if I used Night of Navy, or I meant to write down the colours on the back, and of course I forgot. I think I used Night of Navy. I'm going to go with that anyway. I'll soon know whether I did or not, just around the edges. Not that we can take it off, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be all good. It'll just be different. Maybe I didn't use Night of Navy, but we are with this one, and I'll do my stamping in Night of Navy as well. it's a few days since I made these cards. I thought I'll get, bringing my live forward, I thought I'll get a jump on and make sure I'm organised. I'll just go in a bit more pink here over the top. Shouldn't have closed them up, thought I was done. Have a bit more pink. Now you can't see the purple, can you? It's all blended in, I think. Just get a bit more Highland Heather and see if we can show up a bit of purple in there. Don't want to overdo it. Get a bit more green here. Yeah, that will do. Now, what am I going to do next? I might stamp my mountains that I've got already in my Stamparatus. Ugh. Now, where do I want that? The mountains there. Just made myself a little edge thing so that I'm just making sure I've got, is that where I wanted to go, is it? Maybe. Anybody else joined us yet? Hi Joanne. So I'm going to stamp my mountains. Actually, I don't know that I did this using the Stamparatus. If I had a memory, that would be good. I don't have a very good memory, obviously. I'm just using the Stamparatus really in case I need to go over and make this darker. Someone asked on my comments after my video what I might have put it on our demo thing, and they wanted to know what the pink thing was that I was using on the Stamparatus, and all I could think of was my magnet, but I think she must have meant my glider. Yeah. So just shift that up. We only did need to stamp that for once. It's come out really well. Get off there because I want to reposition that. Don't you just love those mountains? Can't believe I haven't used this in so long. Just going to dry that a bit. So then you want to push that back in there. Move this. Which way will we go? This is the edge that you'll see. So I think where I want it. Probably down a bit. I think I just stamped this. I don't think I worried about the Stamparatus. We're going to, it's a bit crooked, isn't it? That should be good. And maybe I did use Misty Moonlight for the other one, and I may have had to stamp a couple of times, so it's probably a good choice to use the navy. Beautiful. Is that how many we're did. Looks like I kept going. That's getting very inky. I just have this scrappy little chamois. I've got them all cut up so that I can stamp off when I use my stamp cleaner. Just makes it easier. Sometimes I run the two of them out and clean them. Just makes it a little bit easier. And where do I want this one? Kind of want to stagger them as you go. Maybe I'll push that one down there a bit. Oops, taking my paper with it. Oh, come on, stick. If your photopolymer don't stick, I'm just making sure that's going to stick, otherwise we'll mess up the whole thing. You just need to run them under the tap with some soapy water to bring back the sticky. Don't think that's what's wrong with that. I think it was just having a bit of a, whoops, bit of a hissy fit. I think that's about, yeah, that's about what I had there. Nearly put that down in the ink. That wouldn't be good. Just going to use my scrappy little one. See how much ink that's got on it, still there. Let's put that over there, out the way. Do I need that again? Yeah, I do. Oh, I've got ink all over my fingers. I think I nearly put ink on that. I'm not sure if it was ink or whether I had wet fingers on there. So now with this, I want a row of trees. I've got to line this up to see where I need to go with this. Be hard to see that blue on blue. I'm not going to have much of an edge. I didn't have any on the other one, but I've used different measurements for my paper with this one. So that'll go there. And then I wanted this row of trees down the bottom. But I want the tree tops to be seen. You need a big long block for this one. Make sure you got it on the block the right way. So I did a bit of guesswork with the other one, with the card I've already done. I wanted to get this one. Let's just see. I could probably stick that on there, couldn't I? Actually could, I might do that. Stick this onto there, not onto the card yet. In case I mess it up. Just so that I'm not dropping it everywhere. Okay. You can see how this card's coming together. It's just, if I do say so myself, it's just a beautiful card. Sort of go about there. Then I'm going to want my tree tops to be. Just going to put the light on. It's a bit hard to see the blue on blue here. because I want that just under there, I should be able to stamp that, I think. I can't really see where the other trees are, but yeah, that's pretty good. Got some other trees that go over the top of them anyway, so that will be fine. Clean them properly after. We'll just get the, see how blue my old chamois is. So I didn't want to mess up my good one. Not that it's a good one really anyway. It's pretty ratty. It's very discoloured. So now, I have pre-stamped and pre-cut, but I will just show you what I did. So we've got the cap, and I used, I'm not even sure what I used, but I'm going to go with navy. So I'm not going to use this one. I have stamped and cut one anyway, so I'm using this from the Hats Off set. So you just stamp that like so, and then when you cut it, where are we? When you die cut that, run that through the emboss and die cut machine, you get all the stitching on the hat. Okay, so that's that one. I could save that for another project. Had a bit of a clean them properly later. And I think, I'm not sure if we're done with that. I think we are done with that actually. Oh, I won't be, so I might use it for the next one, don't I? And what else did I do? Oh, I know. I stamped and die cut some trees, but I'll just show you those two. And I might have lost one of those. I see one there. So my evening evergreen is really inky. So I didn't do this on my original card, but I did it on this, the ones I cut out for this sample. So that's, oh, I could have gone with that. Could have gone full strength. It's probably, my pad has probably dried out a bit because I've used it a fair bit. So it depends which look you're going for. That's the full strength, and that is stamped off. So I'm using the stamped off, oh, I need that again, versions tonight, and you can decide which, so I'll pop them on the card and you can decide which ones are your preference. Now the interesting thing I discovered was that, okay, you stamp this one. I think I'll do that in full strength. Yep, it's got the trees and mountains on it. So I stamped that, and I'd seen some cards online that looked as though they had an edge, a green edge around there. So I just show you, and I worked out what they'd done. What you do is, I will run this through to show you. Oh, wrong department. I need, am I in the right view? Can you all see properly? Look as though I'm low. Hi Jude, how you going? Hi Robin, hi Marie. Can you all see what I'm doing? Whether we might need to go that way a bit more. Or maybe I'll just show you what you get when you, so you get this, these two pieces here. So when you die cut this piece, you will get this piece here. Actually, I might do it. Where is the other one? Oh, no. When you die cut what did I do? When you die cut that one, you get the plain white. But when you die cut this, yes, I'm remembered now. It's a bit tricky. I'll show you what happens when you die cut this. You get the stitching. Can I bring in, maybe I'll bring in my little one so that people who haven't stamped know what I'm talking about. So this is our mini, which is on sale at the moment. Anyone who hasn't got one, it's 20% off. So this is what we mean when we say we're die cutting. So we've got our platform. Did anyone say whether they could see or not? Yep, oh good. This was a bit worried for a minute. So we'll run this through. You probably can't see where I'm putting it. Away so as I don't lose it. So then when you die cut this, you get stitching around here. It doesn't actually cut it out. I wondered whether you could cut that out. Actually, you probably can. I just cut mine out with the scissors, but let's have a go. So that's what I did because it was easy to cut around it, but maybe you're supposed to use this. Maybe you are. I didn't bother to look up. By the time you stop and look up instructions, you've lost the moment, you've lost your momentum, haven't you? So let's just try this, see if this works. Say it will work. I think I did think of it after I'd finished doing the card. So if this doesn't work, it means that you need to do it with your scissors. But let's just see. I think this will work. Oh, no, it won't because you want it smaller than that. Oh, that's moved. Actually, you could just do it with that, I think. Not quite sure. Anyway, what I did was just, didn't really answer any questions then, did I? I just snipped around where it was green, which I mean, it's as straight lines and pretty easy. So that's what I would do. So I'm not sure whether you have to probably line it up a bit more carefully than what I did. And I found this just as easy to do. Okay, I better put that die away before I lose it. So I thought that was pretty cool, and then I've put that one on top of there. So there's not much of an edge, so you'd have to be pretty, actually, pretty careful to get that right. Right. Running out of room, I've got stuff everywhere here. Okay, let's get this baby together. Alright, so we want a little bit of glue on here. Looks like I've made a mess. I was trying a technique with white ink that was trying a few things for a swap and didn't quite work, so I abandoned that. I didn't realise I had ink, white ink all over my paper. Oh, come on, don't stick. Don't stick yet. I need to move you. There we go. So that just goes on the front of your card. And I'm going to just put this on here. I'm just looking to make sure. Oh, I nearly forgot something. Let's do that next. Let's move that out of the blue so I can see where I'm going here. Oh, and this was just a half a sheet. I used 3 inches. So they're 6 by 6 sheets, so you can get, well, you could do the whole sheet in that technique if you wanted to, but I didn't. Just going to move these over here. So we want some, first we want our white chalk marker. Make some little, what did I do with that? Make some little kind of stars. Just randomly. You could flick white ink or white paint if you wanted to. I just thought the white chalk marker would take less time to dry. It's just as easy. And then I had some Wink of Stella. Give it a good shake. And then squeeze a bit out. You'll see where I am. Squeeze a bit out. Don't use the big blob that comes out. Hopefully it'll come out. Oops. Yes. You probably can't see. I'll hold it up when I'm done. It's all shimmery and sparkly. And if you want a bit more of a big daub, just pick up there. You can see the sparkle. It's just gorgeous all over the mountains and everywhere. Be careful I don't put my card down in that big blob there. Now this goes onto our card base. Just centre that. Oh, I've got a nice big blob there. Looks gorgeous. Centre that onto your mat. Have I got it around the right way? I think I checked that, yep. Just had an awful feeling I might have been putting it on the wrong side. Good thing about putting the same colour on is if you don't get it quite even all around, you can't really tell. It's a bit sneaky, isn't it? Now I didn't actually pop anything up because I figured with all these layers and, you know, not wanting to pay extra postage if we don't need to. Actually, I should work out where my trees are going to go first. Excuse me. Don't want them bumping into the hat. So I might put them on first. I didn't pop them up either. I'll show you my other one in a minute and you'll see which way you like the trees. I'm not sure I like them both. But my ink was really inky. Was really juicy when I did the first one, so I probably prefer this one. Oops, my finger's stuck. And we'll have the hat about there. Down the inside of that one, just the trees. So where's my white bit? It's here. And my envelope, nothing in there. So I just did the trees, part of my die cut and emboss machine there. I just did those ones. So we might stamp them off again. I want to put that there though. We'll get ink on it. On the back and on the front. Oh, and I've got ink everywhere here. There. Just clean that off. Done with that one for the time being, and just a little bit of sponging. I'll do the insert first. This is more misty moonlight than navy. Just leaving that a little bit of time to dry. And the last thing is, guess you guys would have guessed what the last thing is. What else do we need? Need to stick that in there, don't we? I'll just use my snail to stick that in there, actually. I might ditch that one and get a new piece. Don't like putting my card front, the insert down on, I've been caught with that before, on some paper that I've used for sponging, because it picks up can pick up the ink and then ruin your piece for your inside. Then you have to cut yourself another piece and start again, which is a bit of a pain. Okay, now what did I put on there? I think, did anyone guess what's next? Anyone? Thanks, Gail. Thanks, Denise. But we aren't finished yet. We've got to put some bling. We've got to have some bling. So I thought rhinestones, because they'll stand out beautifully. Will we use a big one? We'll use these medium ones. One medium one, one small one. Actually, I might use a big one over here. I find the big ones, well, they're handy to have, but don't use them all that much. I'll probably need them for the next card too, just to give you something else different. Yeah, I was really happy with this, really happy. And this is the one with the trees done in full strength, but as you can tell throughout my piece of paper, they kind of stamped like just flat. They didn't have any definition, so that was because the ink was too juicy, so I probably should have, which I didn't realise. So, but anyway, that's a nice card as well, so it's neither here nor there. So I'm just going to leave that for the sparkly stuff to dry, and we'll get on to our next one. Just something different. If you didn't have the cap and the mountains, just a different way to do it. I have used mountains, but I must grab out. No, I didn't get that out for embossing folder. So I emboss the back piece. So with this one, I have that squiggly bit up there. Add some pink going here. I'm sure you're all clever enough to work out what else you could use with this technique. It's just so easy to have it all come together. Purple, here we go. And you could probably use your gorgeous grape too if you didn't have this Highland Heather one. Just going to leave that open for a sec. I'll do my green. I love how the green comes out on this. It's beautiful. And I think that'll do. Yep, that'll do. Put some things away. Oops. Don't stick your nails in. Now we'll do the navy. Might even do that without inking up. Just do this one quickly. No right or wrong, that's okay. Yeah, for this one, actually, I think I'm going to change it. I think I'm going to use the navy ink for my trees. Oh, because I didn't show you the other stamp set I was using, did I? Which is Campology. What did I do with? Oh, here it is here. So Campology, and I did some trees instead of mountains. I didn't do mountains, I just did trees, and I did them in black. I'll show you the difference. Where to put my paper? Here. So I want my trees down there. Must have had that lined up. Like that, did I? Yeah, there we go. Except that I had this up the other way, like that. Yeah, I think I'm going to do my trees in the navy, because I'll show you my other one when I'm done. But I had to use, I used Memento, and I had to have, oh, I don't know, goodness, about 3 or 4 goes. Just saw how great the navy stamped the mountains. So I thought, well, I'll just see if it does a good job of this. Might have to go a couple of times. Here's my little glider. Ah, why did I put that in? Oh, because I was using it for the other one, of course. I don't need that for this. I think that's pretty good though. Let's just see. Because the other stamp was photopolymer, this one's not. And I think that's dark enough. Just give that a bit of a clean. If anyone's local to Kerrang and would like to come to a class, I'm having my first in-person class for quite some time, probably since last year, possibly. You know, I haven't had one in this house yet, so on the 19th of March. So just message me on Facebook Messenger. You don't have to be friends with me to message me. I think my phone number's listed on my Stampin' Up on this Facebook page somewhere if you go into more or something. So either text or message me. We'd love to have some new people join us. I've got more room here, so be able to put up a couple of tables, and yeah, it'd be fun to have new people. It's always fun to have new people. Now we're going to do this again. Give it a good shake and get it coming down first. You can see a blob. Just grab anything, pen, scissors, anything solid that you can give this a hit with. And look at that sparkle, it's just gorgeous. I've got my silicone mat to the side. I'm just gonna try and, because on the paper it's absorbing it. Just gonna try and pick up some. So I've got some big blobs. That's pretty good. Probably should have done the white gel first, shouldn't I? The white chalk marker first. Anyway, we'll do it carefully. And these cards are a sentiment less, because I felt that putting a sentiment on them would take away from the design of the card. So, okay, so that'll give that time to dry. I actually embossed that with, let me see, out with the painted texture embossing folder, just to give my card front a little bit of texture. So those who don't know how to dry emboss, it's the same procedure as when I die cut the other piece, except this time you're dry embossing. So you use, if I was using the small platform, I would use, I've never embossed with this, I would use, yeah, I think I use, it's got it on there anyway, what do I use? Mine's worn off, so I can't tell you. I would just have to fiddle with that. But with the big machine, you just grab the platform and show you. So this is the platform that goes on the big machine. So we take the thin die adapter off, we take the plates off for a 3D folder, that is. We do something different for a different folder. Then we're just using the base platform. We're putting that inside the folder and we've got our grey plate and we run it through the machine. That was just to give that mat a little bit of texture. So I could have used, maybe could have used the tree embossing folder, whatever that's called, the evergreen forest, that's what that's called. I don't think I need to tuck anything behind there, do I? Nope, that can go straight on there. I love this folder, I use it a fair bit. Again, I'm not using any dimensionals, just making sure I'm the right way up with this card. And boy, it dries so quick this weather, you don't really get a lot of wriggle time. I'm just wondering if I cut that down or not. Looks a bit long. Should I do mine 14.85? Oh yeah, it's right. This piece looks a bit short, but anyway, we'll go with it. Just didn't want to have my card being longer because nothing like the other pieces wouldn't fit too well. Not sure, maybe I've cut that wrong or something, but once we get this on, it's not going to matter. Well, I don't think. Let's see. Where did I put that? Yeah, that's pretty good. But before I put that on, I've got these. I'm gonna grab this. I've got these that comes from, I always forget the name of this one. It's a new one. It goes with the paper I used last week. Anyone help me? Rhonda, what's it called? Why can't I remember the name of this jolly one? I'm sure you all know which one it is. I would have to look. I've got the stamp set up there. No, can't see it. Yeah. Don't know what I've even done with the stamp set. That this way. Oh, come on. Not good having black on black. You can't see. I haven't stuck that down because I wasn't sure if I had to cut some off this, and I don't. So Stick that down. Just leaving a little bit of an edge there. Hang on, make sure you're in the right spot. A little bit of an edge. I didn't want it centered. I just wanted it like that. And this one across there like that. So we've still got mountains, only they're different mountains. On the horizon, that's what it's called, I think. Well, that's what the paper's called. You all know which one I mean anyway, I'm sure. I'm going to grab some glue dots. It's fun to use products you haven't used for a while. I don't think I've used Hats Off, mainly because I couldn't have in-person classes. We couldn't have anyone to our houses, so it's because no one's used these sets. I think most of my ladies have got, or a lot of them have got the Mountain Air stamp, but I don't think, I know Denise has got the Caps Hats Off bundle, but no one else has, and it's rather a good set to have. You could change the hat to a pink or a floral and make it a ladies card. What did I do? I did trees on the inside the envelope as well. And we're going to take that stamp off there then and pop it on another big block. Again, I'll stick to the navy, just use that. Making sure that wasn't a mark. If it was, I would have turned it up the other way and stamped over it in the hopes that no one would notice. Just taking note of where the bottom of that stamp is. It seems to have, I think it's on purpose that it has a bit of a patch in the middle. So that's how trees grow, isn't it? And that's probably a little bit crookeder, is that a word, than I wanted. That one's better. So how we'll fix that, we'll try and fix that, is I just bring this up and stamp on the bottom there. Probably went up a bit too far, but you get the idea. While I'm cleaning that, give that a chance to dry. Just gonna get the worst of that off. Saves you using heaps of baby wipes. I think that might be why Stampin' Up! Introduced our chamois, and this just saves my other chamois for the big jobs. Yeah, so I think I did blue. Yep, I did blue. Flip that over. Might do the envelope first because it is probably not as inky. Yes, this one's pretty inky. Are you dry? Be a bit hard to tell. Look at my hands, goodness me. I like to get inky, don't I? Don't put it all over there. It just gives it, and I don't know who I'm going to be giving this card to, so I'm not going to put a sentiment at all. It could be for a birthday card for a guy, it could be for a sympathy card. Go. And we need our bling as well. Same here, we'll put a big one. Medium sized one. And a little tiny one right up in the sky. So there we go. What do you think? I think they're both nice in their own way. I think that one's probably my favourite, just because it's got more on it, but it depends how much effort you want to put into it, I guess. So which one's that, Sharon? Glenda, you love this one? Hi, Sharon. Thanks, Sharon. And Glenda said she loves this one, so that green is that one. It's awesome. Thanks, Andrea. Thanks, Margaret. Thanks, Glenda. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, everyone, for watching. And next week, probably be back to Friday nights again. I've just got something on tomorrow. And as it so happens, we've got a team meeting at 7, so would have had to change tomorrow night anyway. So, okay, thanks, everyone. And doesn't look like Margaret Clements has watched, so she's missed all the fun. Sharon, Margaret won the Calming Camellia. Maybe we won't tell her and we'll give it to you. I'm being cheeky. Okay, thanks everyone. We'll see you.